Welcome, everybody, to what should be a memorable experience for everybody here in the building. The Big 12 Championship game has a history of wild, dramatic finishes, and based on this matchup today, we could be in for another one. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They go with a direct snap. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. To throw, it's Burks. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense facing a third and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Caught behind the line. It's Marshall. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Toss play to the outside. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, drops back. Nice throw, caught for a completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there in team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Dropping back. It's Burks. Close to the tight end. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break, but that ball's not intercepted.
7th play now, the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And he goes down after a big chunk play, the kind of explosive play this offense has been looking for. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. Looks right for a quick completion. Jukes the defender, gets brought down after a solid gain.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and it puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. He'll hand it off. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Tackle made just short of the end zone. They'll put the ball about the 3.
For the defense trying to get after this quarterback, I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Or it's snapped to the back. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if we can give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll hand it off. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And he'll set up to throw. Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
He eludes the rush, trying to extend the play. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
On 3rd and short, the offensive coordinator has his entire playbook open. You could run it or you could throw it. Either one's available. They chose to go through the air here. They're just not able to hit it.
We'll see if he can make a play on this return. The return man flashing his elusive speed. They finally get him, but it's a big gain. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
That's a design quarterback keeper. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
Alabama looking to convert on 4th down here. Direct snap to the back. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. To the air, it's Burks. And it's intercepted, deflected at the line of scrimmage. Physical run, breaks through a tackle. He's past the 30, inside the 20. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, TCU. And on this conference championship stage, it's the defense that makes the play to tie this game up.
Man, Chris, think about this. There's so much at stake. You're trying to win a conference championship. Who knows? Maybe move on, get to the postseason, into a playoff, and to come up with a play like this from your defense where they create the turnover and score themselves to tie this thing up. This is going to be an exciting finish.
Extra point splits the uprights. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. Can they recover from that right now? Trying to create outside the pocket now. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And he's back to throw again on 2nd down. Looking right. This one caught. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense edge to it.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Back to throw again. Rifles this football to the left. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And they get the completion. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
The offense gets some positive yards here, but they're going to be short of the first down marker to set up fourth down. Really good job by the defense of tackling and the awareness to keep him short of that first down marker.
Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. And the returner is brought down. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense moving to a bunch formation. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And looking for a big play here. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's third down.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there, maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
A tough situation with the offense. Third and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Snags a quick throw. He's found some room at the 45. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Running out of time in the pocket. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
Looking to pass here on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Cunningham. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Now it's third and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, when you really allow this defense to dictate things, it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Can he make it? Touchdown, Bama. He'll stroll into the end zone. Now they line up to kick the extra point. The extra point makes the lead 14-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the TCU offense takes the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
It's man-to-man coverage. It's pretty good coverage, but the quarterback puts the ball away from the defender near the sideline where the receiver can go over and make a play.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab made by the tight end. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He can be the quarterback's safety blanket.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Try and muscle for the first down. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
First down here. Time for one more play before the... Two-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and clean the lead before the break. And the Horned Frogs are on the move here. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
And that one's picked off. What a play. Not much on the return, but the important thing, the takeaway, snuffs out the scoring threat. Big play.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
And now the handoff. In the clear at the 25. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a run.
Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Now the defense has got it going the other way.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. And they were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there. They were able to knock it loose.
TCU offense is back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. And the offense will begin now with excellent field position. Look at now throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback escapes the pocket. The defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
We'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Caught near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And they tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. Receiver makes the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Dropping back, it's Burks. Lets it go quickly. He pulls it in for a big gain. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Bringing pressure. Fires it on the move. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Looking downfield. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
The attempt is no good. Still a tie ball game here in the 3rd quarter. Miller's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. He makes the grab and heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
A completion sets up a 2nd down play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Looking for his big tight end. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, it's a big stop here by this defense. Tie game, just getting into the second half, made some good adjustments, good awareness there on that 3rd down play, and now it sets up for 4th down.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. This will be down just outside the opponent's 45. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. And on the carry, he's heading left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Here's the 2nd down play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Scanning the field. It's Burks. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. Come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. With the catch, it's Marshall. And that game will pick up a 1st down and move the football to the 36.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a 1st down.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here's the handoff. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Grab behind the line. It's Marshall. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over it that time.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Got to do something here on 3rd down to get back in range. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the 1st down. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. And the coach has made the call, needing to extend this drive. The offense is out there to go for it. Trying for a 4th down completion. Finds his man, has the 1st down. And he goes down right there. That's more than enough for a 1st down.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
And it's caught. They bring him down after a short gain there. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Back to pass. It's Burks. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. He'll try a pass here. Makes the grab on the move. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal. Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. He'll ride the back again here. And he's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
It's a nice play by this defense. And now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here. Maybe you hold them to 3 points.
Now it's 3rd down and goal for the offense. Here's the option play. Oh, and it's fumbled. The lateral goes wrong. Touchdown, tie. And they will claim the 2nd half lead.
But you talk about avoiding a disaster. That ball is on the ground, free for anybody to pick up. The offense picks it up, and not only that, they take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the TCU offense takes the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Unleashes the stiff arm. Tough running there. Breaks a tackle, picks up the 1st down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking to make a big play downfield. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Quarterback's got it on the option. Has the 1st down still on the move. They bring him down, but a simple quarterback keeper for a solid gain and a fresh set of downs.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. They make the tackle, but he gains enough to make the 1st down in what should be the last play of the 3rd quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Keeping it on the ground here. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas Christian.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
He does his job with the PAT, and this ball game is tied here in the fourth quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. This one will be fair caught. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Dropping back, it's Burks. And he's going to rifle this one deep to the left side. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
And it's complete downfield.
After that completion, Chris, on this corner route, see if the offensive coordinator comes out later in the same look, but this time sends the receiver fake to the outside to the corner and back to the inside on a post. Could catch the defense off guard.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. First down. We're going to throw the football. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders in this defense. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Second down, we're going to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Incompletion sets up a third down now for this offense. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Got him, he's sacked.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. Be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs, and also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And he boots it out of bounds. Not very long. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets mucked.
Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
They need some important yards here in third down. A field goal try here would be from 59 yards out. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. He's on the run. Launches deep. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
No fair catch. He feels the punt. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? He's escaping the pocket now. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. The stop is finally made, but it's a big gain. Stopped at the 49.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Receiver makes the grab. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. It's a run to the left. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Weaver. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead. Might have to try the extra point.
Chris, it's a great play by the receiver coming up with this touchdown. But let's go back to the beginning of this play. Give the quarterback a lot of credit. He got the ball out of his hands quickly to get that receiver the football to give him a chance to put the touchdown on the board.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Took a shot at the return, but steps out of the 24. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Let's it fly to the wideout. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Hey, you're trailing late in a game like this. You're looking to get the ball thrown to the outside on the perimeter, make a nice catch, pick up positive yards, and then get out of bounds. If that defense is going to give it to you, take it every time.
And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Empty set now, 5 wide receivers. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Finds his man. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Here we go. Crucial play coming up. It's 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looks to the left. Pass caught. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Looking to chuck it again. He's going to take off. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, there you go. You save your best scramble today for a bit of a situation in the 4th quarter, and you pick up the first. I mean, you don't want to use that early in the game, right? You want to make sure you save it for the exact moment and the key time and key moment in the game, and that's what he did. Although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way, but a great job of using his eyes scanning the field, and realizing it was time to go.
It's a run. Running back's got it. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Grab down the middle. It's Walters. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? Can't get to the end zone. They'll spot the ball at the 2.
Chris, I love how they keep trusting their quarterback. Nice job of getting a completion, positive yards. Now we got 2nd and goal, critical time in this game. I would keep trying to find those one-on-one matchups and let the quarterback find a way to get the ball in the end zone.
Touchdown, TCU. This offense really clicking.
What a touchdown here to pull them within 1 with under a minute to go. Conventional wisdom says you kick the extra point and you rely on your defense to send this game to overtime. But you could go for 2 to try to take the lead.
You still need this extra point to tie. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Oh, and he's got some space here. And he steps out of bounds, but that's an excellent return to set up the offense in good position. So here's the first play of the drive now that begin at the 41. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Makes the grab. It's Marshall. A timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game. Now it's 2nd down here. Looking to pass. It's Weaver. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
3rd down play here out of the shotgun. And a completion made. And moves the ball to the 35 and another first down. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's an out route, the catch made.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Defense is coming after him. Trying for a pick 6 to win the game. And he's got some open field ahead. Across midfield. The 30. At the 20. And he's in there. Touchdown to win this game in overtime. Wow. And the interception interception taken to the house. A pick six, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick six. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.